everyone. I am Quiara Caguiat, and I am currently an instructor for Architecture 202 and 302. I am currently architectural designer at Stantec, focusing in designing healthcare facilities, science, and tech.
What key life experiences have formed who you are today?
I believe the key life experiences that formed who I am today is my experience traveling in Italy and studying at Politecnico definitely influenced me so much on what I am passionate now and all the things that I've learned, the skills that I've gathered so far throughout the little career that I have. I believe that that experience, like getting out of my comfort zone, changed me not only as an architect or a designer, but at the same time as a person.
How did you become passionate and involved in our city?
Because of my master's, really put an emphasis in the idea of how do we preserve not only the essence of the culture and history of the city, but then at the same time, how can we build something that can actually withstand time? So that's why throughout my time over there, I became so passionate of thinking, well, what if I bring this to the city where I grew up in? What urban design and different kind of preservation practices and adaptive reuse will be able to help the city, little neighborhoods in Phoenix, to be able to revive them and avoid somehow urban sprawl and problem of homelessness and heat as well within the environment.
What are your core values and how are they reflected in your
I
work?
really put a lot of emphasis in the design process. I love it when there's a lot of thought put behind the design. Imagination is great, but at the same time, I always I am passionate about the idea that whatever it is that I'm going to be designing or what it is that I'm going to be building has to have a specific purpose, right? A purpose and at the same time can be buildable.
Why is our city a great city?
It's not only in the diversity of the people, the diversity of the buildings and like spaces that you can find, but then at the same time, I believe that like Phoenix is great because it has a lot of potential.
What causes, projects, and activities are you involved in and why?
Project that I have in the healthcare firm that I'm working on, I am involved in a lot of restoration and renovation projects of existing buildings. The spaces are not to code, like the spaces are kind of not enough to support the kind of healthcare that is needed now. So using that structure to somehow make it adapt to what is needed now. It's been kind of an ongoing process for me to be able to also help students understand why is it important for us to reuse
How do you collaborate with other groups and individuals to realize your impactful work?
in the workplace, right? The mentorship and at the same time what I'm bringing to the table with the group of people that I'm working with, there is that correlation because not only am I learning from them, but maybe all the skills, like the newer skills that I am learning as the much more younger art designer compared to my group, I'm also being able to kind of show them.
What other creators who have focused on similar causes and projects or activities have influenced?
Definitely became like my inspiration when it comes to this causes of adaptive reuse would be Norman Foster. Professors that I had, like Elena Rocky as well, is one person that I am definitely grateful for because previous projects that she has done before as an architect, that she has the same kind of principles and really this ideal of how to be able to transform and how would be able to improve the city of Phoenix as well.
What would you recommend I do to become a future creator of our great city?
Building our cities in the future with the mind of flexibility. How could we cater to that? Like maybe building our cities in a way that we're thinking of if it's still gonna be used in 50 years or in 100 years later, how is it going to be flexible and adaptable enough?